answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Still leaves them with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, I'm sure you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Jackson on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1-2. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
They go play action with Burrow. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Harrison came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with a lucky number. Now Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big as some of these guys.
Here we go. Hot. Right, 80. Right, hot. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 36. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. They go play action with Jackson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Play action. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Owe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to his... Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. All right, Coach. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st down, they go option to the right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield. And Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Boy, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Joe Mixon. A giant hole up the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. And
he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. We'll check on his status when we get back. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And running with power here. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. On display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Back now in Cincinnati. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Jackson will throw again.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Here's Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything...
On 1st down, Middleton. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow on play action. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. first down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working in they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this loss cost